Hello students, now let us discuss a module on refrigeration and air conditioning. And in refrigeration we will take the first topic, that is describe the neat sketch the vapor compression refrigeration system, and we will see the PV diagram. See, as the name suggests, vapor compression refrigeration system. So here the liquid refrigerated on gaining heat becomes vapor, and then that vapor is compressed. This is how the refrigeration system works. So the first part is this evaporator. The blue line is the liquid line, the red line is the vapor line, and you can see the liquid refrigerant enters the evaporator from the expansion valve, and it goes out to the compressor. It comes to the compressor in the form of a vapor here basically, and from compressor, this is the component number 1. Then the second component is compressor, and it compresses this vapor into high pressure, high temperature vapor and sends to condenser. Here in the condenser, the heat is rejected to the atmosphere and it comes to the receiver dryer. Okay, and then from there it goes to the expansion valve where its pressure is reduced and it comes back to the circuit. So there are 4 components. One is evaporator, second is the compressor, third is the condenser, and fourth is the expansion valve. So these 4 mandatory components constitute the vapor compression refrigeration system. So here the evaporator which is there in your fridge inside, this is the evaporator. Compressor is there in the bottom of the fridge, and this condenser is on the back side of the fridge. Just you want to see it in your house, you can see these components. And this expansion valve or a small capillary tube, that is also in the bottom near the compressor. Okay, so this is about the major components of the vapor compression system. And now we will see the pressure enthalpy diagram. Y-axis is the pressure and x-axis is the enthalpy. So this is the saturated liquid line, this is the critical path, and this is the saturated vapor line. This is all superheated region, this is subcooled region, and this is the two mixture region in the curve, value curve. Now we will start here. The liquid refrigerant enters the evaporator, it gains heat. When it gains heat, the pressure does not change. Please understand, the pressure does not change, only the enthalpy changes. Okay, enthalpy changes, it gains heat and converts from liquid to vapor, and even it can go as superheated vapor at the exit of the evaporator. Then it is compressed. When it is compressed, the pressure increases and also the enthalpy also increases. So 1 to 2 is the compression work. Then 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the condenser. Here the at high pressure, high temperature, the heat is heat taken during the evaporation as well as heat added during the compression. Both these heats are rejected to the atmosphere from 2, 3, 4 and 5. So it may come to the saturated liquid line at 4, or it can be subcooled to 5 also. So here it is liquid. Here it was saturated superheated vapor. When it comes here, it is saturated liquid, or at 5 it is subcooled liquid. And here the throttle valve. This is the throttle valve. Throttle valve only reduces the enthalpy. It reduces the pressure, and it does not change any enthalpy. It only reduces the pressure, and due to the reduction in pressure, there is a flash evaporation, and this liquid which was subcooled, it comes to the 0.7 where it is not saturated liquid, but it is some amount of vapor and some amount of liquid. So this is the pressure enthalpy diagram of vapor compression refrigeration system. Again I repeat, this line 7 to 1 is the evaporator line, 1 to 2 is the compressor work, 2 to 5 is the condenser heat rejection, and 5 to 7 is the throttling process. So this is how the